This is a Your Last Resorts production.
For anyone new watching the podcast, this is Tidbits and Randomness. I'm your host, Winston Dean. Today I have with us Tyler Groce and Gabe Davis. Thank you guys for joining the podcast. So if anyone doesn't know how the format works, it's really simple. We each do a random topic, 3 different rounds. Each topic we do for 5 minutes, we discuss as a group. And it's basically that's it. The first round, I'm going to go first. Then it's going to be Tyler. Then it's going to be Gabe. I'm going to be keeping the time. If any topics that we want to revisit later, we can. And any others that we don't have to. So, all right, you guys ready?
Let's do it. Yeah.
All right. So for the first topic that I have in my notes as I scroll all the way over. Okay, so it's going to be kind of awkward as a room full of guys talking about this, but I feel like it has to be talked about. What do you guys think about this whole Roe v. Wade situation?
Man, why you start with this? Man?
Yeah. I know it's heavy. It's supposed to be a comedy
I thought this was going to be a fun
podcast.
podcast.
The most controversial thing that's happened in
the last 50
American
years?
politics in the last 50 years.
Yeah.
Start with that shit. I mean, it's not controversial. It's just sad.
It's really sad.
Yeah.
It took so many dominoes of unfortunate things happening for it to get to this point. You know what I mean? So for example, the fact that they replaced, I didn't even know this until a couple years ago, but I didn't know that Clarence Thomas was the direct replacement for Thurgood Marshall.
They both black, right?
Yeah, they're both black. So basically,
was Thurgood conservative or not?
No. So I think he was conservative for his time, but he was the lawyer for Brown versus Board of Education. He was a really big civil rights lawyer.
Right.
So to replace him with the Clarence Thomas, it's that's like a proverbial slap in the face. You know, it's like the whitest ever black guy to replace one of the most important black figures in law history.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Thurgood Marshall, but I've heard his name, so that means he's pretty significant.
Yeah, he's pretty significant.
Yeah,
he's a pretty big
but
deal.
didn't Clarence Thomas?
He's the reason we all went to white schools growing up. Probably.
Yeah.
Thurgood?
Yeah, Thurgood Marshall.
Thurgood. What a name, too.
Yeah.
Thurgood.
That's
Marshall.
a strong name.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Shit.
To replace the Clarence Thomas, the Thurgood Marshall.
I say third best. That's what I say.
This fool. But so the 5 that made the decision were Gorsuch, Kavanaugh,
It would be
Alito.
Kavanaugh.
Huh?
It would be Kavanaugh.
Yeah, it would be Kavanaugh, Alito, Coney Barrett, and some other Gorsuch. Mm-hmm. So the 3 nominees that Trump put in were the ones that all were part of the 5 majority.
You know, obviously it's a sad thing. It was gonna come. We all saw it coming. We knew it was gonna happen.
The writing was
it happened. I mean, it hasn't happened, but it's happened.
On the walls.
It's very sad. But hot take. Can I do hot takes on here?
Please, yes,
hot
please.
take.
That's what we're here for.
I blame RGB.
I
blame RGB.
Feel you, bro. When I learned that Barack Obama sat her down.
Did he? What did he do?
Yeah, he sat her down for a dinner and was like, "We really appreciate if you step down. It's like you're getting older." And I remember when that documentary came out, and she's out here showing us her daily workout. Everyone's like, "Oh, she looks so spry." And I'm like, "This bitch is about to die. What are y'all talking about?" You
can see her tendons and shit, and she's like, "I got it, baby." And I'm like, "No, you don't.
You don't.
Bro. You don't." And even if you did, it's 4 years, and you're so old. Was it worth the risk?
What's so tragic about her is she's the equivalent of what Thurgood Marshall was for black people in America, for women's rights in America. She did a lot for women's rights, and then just kind of her hubris, refusal to step down, has set women back even more than she ever helped them.
Is it? I mean,
crazy.
I watched the documentary. Well, Gabe, you haven't said anything. Do you have any thoughts?
No, keep going.
Okay, cool.
Y'all got this.
You got this.
He's like, are they talking about red, green, blue? What are you talking about right now?
I did take a minute. I was like, Margie
Roy G. Biv.
Margie B. RGB.
That nigga Roy G. Biv, though. No, but I saw the documentary, and it's she was coming off like a sweet old lady, and she just decided. The thing is, she just decided, for better or worse, I'm gonna work until I die, basically.
Yeah.
And that's
risky business.
There's consequences of that. I sort of respect the decision, but Now she's not here to even see the consequences.
Yes,
That's the real
exactly.
problem. It's like if she was like, "Oops,"
If we could have shown her, if you don't step down, this is what's going to happen.
yeah, and she was still like, "Yeah, I don't care."
Yeah.
Like that was, but like I don't know.
But did she die fighting like for women? I mean,
Yeah.
she didn't die
Yeah.
selfully.
No,
that wasn't her way of
but-
quitting.
The
Like,
thing is, the reason why they want her to step down is so that they can replace her with someone with similar ideologies. While
But would they have
Barack
actu-
is still in, when Barack is still in office, they could have replaced her with someone with similar
Yeah.
ideologies instead of Amy Coney Barrett, who's part of basically a cult.
Like, yeah.
she's like her religion only has about 1,700 members in the whole entire country. Like it's some exclusive shit. It's on some like it's not like super like weird, but it's just like Jehovah's Witnesses to another level, kind of. And that's not what RBG was like
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
So like,
She was, like,
they replaced her with
feminist and
her
all that.
mirror opposite. They replaced her with the same with Clarence Thomas for Thurgood Marshall. Like usually Democrats don't play it right. Even when we have the pick, we usually do something similar to the person that left out of respect for the process or whatever. And Republicans, like for example, Merrick Garland should be in the Supreme Court.
Who's
But
that?
so during Barack Obama's term, like Scalia,
Towards the end of his term,
yeah,
I
during the
think.
end of his term, Scalia died, and he wanted. It was about 9 months before he was about to be out, and the Republicans said you can't pick a new justice on your last year in office. And then whatchamacallit, 4 years later, RBG dies,
Yeah.
and it's not even 8 months before the election. It's like 2 months before the election, and
Yeah,
they expedite it and replace her with her polar opposite. And if
Yeah.
she would have just stepped down, they could have replaced her with somebody that would have voted this
Yeah,
way.
they could have replaced her with
So-
a young, hot.
But real quick, guys, the problem with this show is it is tidbits and randomness, and
Sexy.
5 minutes is up. So if we
Wear
want to
that
revisit
robe.
this, yeah.
Okay.
So we got to leave that topic alone. So what is the first topic you want to talk
I wrote them down right here. My topic
about? All right.
is so I got a girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like
Congratulations.
anime.
Yeah.
So I tried to show her some anime.
Which one did you start with?
Man, that shit's hard, man. They don't like it. Did you know that? Do you watch
That may
any-
not
you watch
be
any-
your-
I know
but
me and
what?
him watch anime. Do you watch any anime?
No, not really. See,
You-
it rounds
real
down
quick,
to no.
Real quick,
Yeah.
real quick. That might not be your waifu, man. You know, I'm just
No,
saying, like,
I think she could be the waifu, but
Okay.
I'm gonna need me. I'm gonna need me a
Sasuke.
I'm trying to think of any other Japanese word, and I can't think of any.
Yeah. No, I don't know. We're not gonna have that
But she
happen.
could be,
Yeah.
But see, so I showed her Attack on Titan.
Okay.
I mean, it's the best anime.
I think it's a good one to start with.
It's the
for
best
sure.
anime.
Yeah.
What's a better anime?
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
All right. Well, Attack on Titan is the best anime, and I was like, yeah, and it was ongoing because this for season part 2 was going on. I was very excited about it. Me and her just started seeing each other. I was like, yo, let's
Let
watch
me put
this
her on
together.
something. This girl that I'm, falling in love with.
Yeah.
Let me put her on
But
something
then-
that I love.
Yeah.
And then you can catch her up and then watch it together.
I mean, that wasn't gonna happen because it was too far ahead. But it's such a good show. I'm happy rewatching it.
That's
good.
the thing. Honestly, that's the thing with animes is like they're so good that it leads you to wanting to show other people it, and you don't like. I've shown
Yeah.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood to my friend David. I've shown it to my friend Gabe. I've shown it like David has gone on to show it to his like now wife. Like one of the things that they do when they unwind at night is they watch like a few episodes of some certain new anime that they watch together.
Yeah.
And I got my friend David into anime by getting him
Yeah.
to watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
But okay, so this is the journey though. So I showed her season 1.
Okay,
And
how long did that take, by the way, to get through the season? One? That's about 25 episodes. That's a long.
It's a
one.
lot. It took maybe like a month and
Okay,
a half.
that's not
maybe.
bad. That's like an episode a day.
'Cause
Wait, how long is each episode?
23 minutes.
Yeah, 23 minutes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, they're quick
So
bits.
I watched that season 1. She was like, I like that. That was interesting. The world's cool.
There's a lot of mystery,
Yes.
intrigue.
Season 2, she did not like
Okay,
because once spoilers.
they start fighting each other. And
Once Reiner and Bertolt pop up,
Yeah.
and
Bro,
then,
by the way, when they said they're Titans, I was confused because like they
Oh,
do it so
yeah.
casually. Like you
Oh.
know that some of the humans are the enemy Titans, but you don't know which ones. And then just randomly in a scene, he's just like, "All right, Aaron, the main character. Hey, we're the Titans y'all are looking for. Let's leave.
Like,
we could save your friends and not kill your friends. Let's just go."
How can
And I
you
was just
not-
like I don't know, like
Wait. How can you not tell a Titan
some of them
from
can
a human?
change. Some of them
because
can change
they
back
can go
into
from
human
a
form.
human to. I'm trying to think of an analogy.
Bro,
What-
you just
what's
gotta watch, okay?
That's
So they
like
can
You just gotta
grow
watch.
They can
That's
just
good.
grow and get big as shit, and then
it's like watching
There's a whole mythology
It's
to
like
it, bro.
watching a mafia movie, and then like one of the main mafia members is like, "Oh, also I'm a cop," and they just keep moving, and you're like, "Wait, what?
Yeah.
What happened? Are we gonna
Yeah,
address that?"
are we
And they
gonna
just
address
kinda-
it? Yeah,
they
yeah,
just kind
yeah.
of move past it.
No,
I mean,
yeah.
they don't. They do it
Yeah.
well. And then so basically, once that happens, it kind of follows the other enemy characters, but you don't know their perspective at all. So season 2 sort of the end of it's sort of weird. And then we had this conversation during season 3 where I just kept getting the vibe. I was just like, I don't think she likes it very much. And I
She's only watching this.
I had a heart to heart, and I was like, listen, girl, like I love Attack on Titan, and I love you. So like, what's going on? And she was just like, if I wasn't with you, I probably wouldn't be watching this. And I got my feelings hurt. My feelings were really hurt.
Hey, you know what that means to me though? Go ahead.
No, that wasn't the right thing for her to say.
That really hurt my feelings.
She could have just said, "Oh well, I'm just not into it."
She said, "I'm invested in the story, but there's so much good TV that I wouldn't watch it if it wasn't for you." And I'm like, like it was. She was really like, "You're upset," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm upset. I'm upset about this."
You're like looking back on it. It was kind of disrespectful.
Being honest. It's the best, and she's like, it's just. And I'm like, but you gotta, because what's in the cellar? What's in the basement? And she's like, I'm curious what's in the basement, but
I'm not invested.
But what could she have said instead?
She could have said, I loved it.
Real quick.
I'm a weed.
Okay, all right.
This is more of a philosophical question. Would you rather her lie to you?
Yeah.
What kind of truth? She could have did this and given her heart just like they do in the anime, and we could have had some weird Attack on Titan sex, and then we could have went to sleep. That's what I would have preferred.
There's no sex like Attack on Titan.
Oh my gosh,
this doesn't sound.
But that just tells me personally, I think that
bite your hand.
There's a different. No. That just tells me that there's a different anime for her. I feel like there's an anime for everybody.
I don't like this forcing anime on her thing. Like maybe she just doesn't like anime.
No, fuck that. Everyone likes anime.
Okay, but so she and right now
what did I walk into?
We just finished the 3rd season. She's claiming that she wants to finish the show.
Yeah.
And I after that conversation, I sort of in my heart, like I'm telling her like, yeah, we'll finish it, but in my heart I'm like,
we ain't finished.
Yeah, we ain't gonna finish this, girl.
Yeah, and if it is, it's gonna be over months.
Because I told her I'm like, I'm gonna leave it up to you when you want to watch it.
Okay.
And
that's respectable.
And
yeah, haven't heard back since. All right, that's it, guys, for that time.
Hey, I just need a minute.
This was a counseling session.
Right. All right, so Gabe, what did you want to talk about, man?
Okay, so I saw this today online, so everybody probably is going to know about this by the time this comes out. But apparently, Drake either like followed this dude's girlfriend, like the dude had left something spicy on his page, like some kind of remark about his son, and the dude was like, and this Drake replied to the comment with, "I just followed your girl because she's probably miserable and needs some excitement in her life," but that's not it. So apparently,
how's the girl? Don't break me.
She's 17. Dear God, no.
Say she's
I wish I could see, but I can't tell. I didn't look her up, but it's like
you came here without the research. I was kidding. No, go ahead.
No, we can look that up on the spot. It does take 5 minutes to type her name in, but but apparently he followed her. She screenshots him following her and then makes that a story. And then
like an Instagram story?
Yeah. Okay. Which I thought was the real betrayal. And then apparently yeah, she didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
Now you complicit, now you chose a side.
No, yeah.
Okay,
I mean, but what if you woke up one morning and you saw Champagne Poppy was following you though? How would you feel?
Well, see, I love Drake. Drake could fuck my girl. I don't mind.
Wait.
That's love. Because I like Drake a lot.
Maybe I mean, like I would have to be there. Like you can't like.
I would get my turn with Drake. That would get me wrong.
That would be. No, I don't want to fuck him, but I want to watch it.
We want to watch it for sexual reasons or research reasons. Just for the
both,
story.
A little bit of both, like sexual curiosity reasons. Not like I want to fuck. Do I want to fuck Drake? But more so like, how does Drake fuck?
Yeah, I want to see how Drake fucks. Do we be making love? We probably making love.
And like the other stipulations that I can't be quiet. I should be able to talk while he's fucking her. Like I should be able to like commentate.
Well, why is that a stipulation?
I get to choose the music and it's Pusha T.
Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
You gotta fuck my girl. We listen to Pusha.
Yeah, like
you push it, I push it.
We gonna be a team. Yeah.
So the girlfriend posted a screenshot.
Yeah, she posted a screenshot of him following her on her story.
Was this the girl that was rapping? I saw a thing of a white girl like rapping, like, and it became viral because like she was good at like rapping along to a video.
Wait, wasn't that?
It was peak cringe. It was like a young white girl, like just like rapping.
It
like
wasn't
she-
Drake. It
like
was
she
someone
at a
else.
It was
wedding.
rapping to someone else, but it showed that Champagne Poppy started following her.
She was
Okay.
rapping a Drake and Lil Baby song.
Yeah.
If you guys look over here, this is what the girl looks like. So she's definitely of age, but she has like 20,000 followers. She was posting it on her story and shit all over about him like following her. You can see just like going through like.
Oh damn! It's not even on the story. It's a post.
Yeah.
Wait,
no.
so and then
Oh, it's both. It's a story and a
what
post.
problem did the boyfriend have with Drake?
So the
Did
boyfriend.
they know each other, or was it just like a dude?
I think it's
Random
just a
guy?
dude.
It was just a random dude. He like left some like hater ass comment on his shit, and then he
Yeah.
just flamed his ass. It was sick.
Yeah,
So he basically used his celebrity the way we all would all
know-
hope that we could use our celebrity.
Yeah, you don't fuck.
Yeah.
You don't fuck with Six God. Don't do that. Why would you do that?
Yeah, I mean, like you don't really have the firepower.
Yeah,
But,
you
no,
think
yeah,
you all
no.
To
good,
respond.
and then he could just go fuck your girl, and like that would be your fault.
Yeah, no.
No, it'd still be the girl's fault.
For him to be
Not
like,
get ahead of our-
Because
Hey.
it takes two to fuck.
but I couldn't blame somebody for fucking Drake.
I don't know. If it was
I
like a
couldn't-
revenge fuck, I'd be like, come on,
No, I
don't
couldn't.
side with him. Like,
I couldn't blame anybody for fucking Drake.
No, yeah, I honestly feel that sentiment. I don't know that I would actively like be like Drake, fuck my girl. But if he was like, hey, say, can I fuck your girl,
no.
Drake?
Feel away, feel away.
I'm just saying. He is like, all I'm saying is from 13 to now, not 13, like I was about 15 to now, he's been one of my favorite artists. It's the least I could do. It's the least I could do.
Y'all really cool with just. Like,
I mean, I've fucked other guys' girls in front of him. Like, why can't I like
in front of
return-
yeah, okay. As long as you're there,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't-
as long as you're on the scene, like I want to be in the room, and I want to be able, to, and I want to be
I
able.
want a
to say my
charcuterie
piece.
board. I want to
Yes,
be
I
ready.
want
Yeah.
all that. If I could play whatever I want on my phone.
I would want like whatever nice stuff he gives to her. I'd be like, you need to make it too. 'Cause I like whatever
Yeah,
champagne.
we're not
She gets a
sharing
watch,
nothing.
and she gets an Apple Watch,
you know,
anything.
like,
yeah.
hey, if you go to Nike store, I'm coming.
Yeah.
No, I feel you. I feel you.
if you closing down the Galleria, let me pick a store or two.
Yeah,
Is there a
true.
GameStop? Can you imagine Drake buying you new
What if
Zelda?
Drake? What
Yeah,
if you find
that'd
out
be
Drake?
dope. That'd be dope. How'd you get your PS5? Well, Drake fucked my girl.
What if
So-
she watched? What if your girl watched anime with Drake?
Oh shit, that's a different type of
If
level of
she,
intimacy.
if she was like, oh Drake, what is in the basement?
I
And
love
I'd be like,
Attack
you
on Titan.
bitch. I'd be like, you fucking. Oh my god, what's on the other side of the sea? I'm like, why you never asked me any of those
None of these questions.
I'm always
Yeah.
asking her. This is what I do. We watch an episode. I'm like, what do you think happened? And she's like, I don't know. Let's go to bed. It's the worst.
I get
And-
no sort of like back and forth with her. Okay, so unfortunately, guys, that's the time on the first three topics. We are going to stop it there for round one. All right, we're starting off round number two. Are you ready for your second
Yes.
topic? All right, so this round, Tyler's going to lead off. So what did you want to talk about for your topic?
Yes, I have some jokes about this, but I'm not going to do the jokes. I just want to open up the conversation about my parents.
Okay.
Don't have various levels of comfort with gays
Okay.
and trans folks. And
Okay.
does that relate to y'all?
I feel like that's on a level of the black experience, depending, like, you know what I mean? My parents, I will say, like, they get the gay thing. I feel like they get that. They're kind of having their trouble wrapping their head around the trans thing. I will say that they're working. I feel like they're working.
They're working on it.
They're working on trying to be a little bit more woke on it. I don't feel like they're like ignorant or anything or like anti it. They just don't understand it. Like they're just
Yeah.
like it's just like, I mean, I guess like if that's your thing.
Yeah,
it's not like it offends their sensibilities or anything.
My
you know?
dad isn't anti-trans, but he does all the he does all the fun argument. He's like, "Oh, he is a she. I can't keep up," and I'm like, "I've explained this to you so many
Yeah,
times."
several times.
And
Several
he's
times.
just like, "Oh, I can't. You know, so whatever." Like he just can't do it.
Oh yeah, like I remember like when my dad when my brother was they were expecting, I was like, "Do you guys have the sex yet?" And then my dad was like, "He hasn't decided yet." Like that kind of dad joke. Yeah.
But that's at least awareness of that. That's how people are talking about stuff now.
Yeah, that's true. At least,
you know what I
there's
mean?
it's a little bit of tastefulness.
You know
to-
how like whenever you're at work and they put you through sexual harassment training, and then right after the training, you touch your friend and then you're like, oops, sorry, did I sexually harass you?
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah,
laughs.
yeah.
It's like that's sort of like
Yeah.
making fun of it and processing the information at the same time.
Definitely.
I feel like that's sort of
kind of what it is.
your
yeah.
dad's doing. That's not what my dad's doing. My dad is like, these motherfuckers are
That's
crazy.
not what my dad's
He's
doing.
like, these motherfuckers are
Your
crazy.
dad sounds like he's way further in his journey
Yeah.
than my dad is.
What
What about your
family?
parents? He's like, I ain't ratting my parents out. No.
No, I think I don't think they
love
really
it.
have a problem with it. Like it's never really come up.
Yeah.
And I guess I just don't know. But I'm gonna assume like even growing up, there was no like anti-gay rhetoric at home. It
Yeah,
was more
same.
so like just mind your business.
Yeah.
It was just like you ain't in it, don't worry about it.
No, for sure. No, yeah.
Like-
If it's not affecting
Which
you,
might be a warning in retrospect. Like
And
don't.
if you in it, don't need to be in there. Get out of there.
But that's what was said. It was
Yeah,
just like,
yeah.
they doing their own thing over there.
let them
have it.
Yeah, let them
have it. You
Over on
know.
Fourth, they got it.
Now, so everyone's like, my parents are like my mom would be cool. My dad claims he's cool. If you were gay or if they had a gay kid,
I think that
how would
be
they
supportive.
react?
I think they would be supportive of. If I was gay, I think that I could confidently say that my parents wouldn't like, at least not to me. Like they would be very like supportive and everything. Like I don't know how they would feel about me bringing them to church. Like I don't know I don't know on that level. Like on some
Yeah.
level, I don't know. I could only know if I was experiencing it. But I think that they would overall be supportive and like let him come for Thanksgiving and stuff. If I was gay, like they wouldn't be like, don't bring. I don't want to make up a fake name that I'm beholden to from Kyle.
Charlie.
So I'm dating a white guy. Is that, you just assume that I'm into white guys over
Phil?
black guys?
Jamie.
Jose.
Jose. There we go. All right, that's fine. I'll work with Jose. I'm from San Antonio. It's more likely.
Yeah, I just don't think my parents really. I don't think they would care. Just because, like, I just have to think about how we came up, like how, like.
I have a lot of
my
gay
sister
cousins
are. We
too
don't
on my
really,
dad's
like,
side.
We don't really bring like people we're dating home. After a certain point, we just kind of stop.
Yeah.
So I feel like if they had a gay kid, they wouldn't even know it.
Yeah.
Like all the siblings. would
I've
get
only
together and
introduced
be
two
like,
girls to my parents in my life.
Yeah.
So-
For all I know, they probably think I'm gay now.
You don't bring any girls by.
They'll bring
All
nobody.
these
So,
nice,
nice
sweaters, no girls. It's like, what you doing?
You know that black thing was like, there's no women, must be men.
Yeah.
You know, like,
That's the only other thing it could be. No, so on my dad's side of the family, like there's a lot of gays on my dad's side. Like I would literally say I feel like between 1 and 4 and 1 and 3 on my dad's side is gay. So it's
I think my dad
pretty
can
high
handle
count.
it, but I think it would take him a minute.
yeah.
He wouldn't be
take
mad.
adjusting.
He would just be like, "Yeah, you can eat, but get a different spoon." Like he would
bring your own dishes. You ain't using ours.
My dad, to humanize him, but still tell him that he make him sound like the worst. He has a gay friend.
Okay.
He has a gay friend that he works with a lot.
Okay.
And he likes him, and they get along, and they talk, and it's good.
Yeah.
But then every time he comes home, he's like, this guy is just always talking about his husband. My husband this, my husband that. I went home to my husband. We ate the other day with my husband.
Yeah.
Stop bringing up your husband.
Yeah.
Stop throwing it in my face. And I'm like, they're married.
Yeah, it's like if he was talking to you about his wife. It's the same shit.
I'm like, don't you ever bring up mama? And he's like, no. And I'm like, that's a problem.
That's a
not-
little bit more of a problem.
Yeah, but
All right.
that's
well,
my dad though.
that's right at the 5-minute mark. Gabe, what did you want to talk about for your second topic?
Okay, it's another rap related thing. So, I don't know if you guys are aware of like Black Star, Talib Kweli, Bo Steph.
Yeah. I actually have a black star tattoo.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Where?
Right here, right there. Boom. It's
Oh,
also-
Which
okay.
one? Wait, which one?
It's right there.
Oh, you did it for the camera.
Yeah,
I'm gonna show y'all them.
Oh, no, this is for the audience. For the audience. No, yeah, I have a black star. It's for that, and David Bowie's last album was also titled Black Star.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay. Well, you know that. So then they just released a new album.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Tala's been tripping on the social media.
That's what I was getting at.
What's he doing on social media?
So like they released this new album, but it's on Luminary. You know that network that they had.
yeah, that's where Chappelle's podcast is, right?
Yeah,
That I
yeah.
want to
Yeah.
listen to, but I'm not going to because you got to pay for it.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
they put the album on that same platform.
Okay.
And so there's a couple of people commenting on his post about the album, like, "Hey, is it gonna be available anywhere else? Are you gonna be selling maybe like a digital copy? Or
Yeah.
you just pay?"
What other ways can I get to this album?
Yeah, or
I
just-
love Black Star. you know?
Right. And he is getting spicy over it. And I'm like, one dude, now I will give him credit. The dude did kind of phrase this horribly, but I'm going to read what he put. He was like, this guy who was just asking about the album was like, so you want me to pay $4.99 a month to subscribe to a podcast app that only has this one album I'm interested in hearing? Once I pay, do I have the option to download it? And
Or
keep
do I
on my
lose it
phone?
immediately?
Do I have to keep paying $5 a month if I want to listen to a song, and then 6 months down the road I'm still paying $5
just to have it in my library?
Yeah, and then he's like, and then the app doesn't. This app doesn't have other albums like Apple or Spotify or Tidal, and where it makes it worth paying monthly for it. And then here comes Talib, right, swooping in.
Hot.
If you're not interested enough in the album and or the rest of the content of Luminary to describe the Luminary, then this album and this app are not for you. We were never talking to you in the first place. Feel free to go live your life Black Star and Luminary free. And that's not the only time he did it.
How much money does he have invested in Luminary? He's got
stock options.
He's got so much stocks, and he's like, "Hey, we are a Luminary household."
Yeah,
Like,
He could have just not said anything.
No, yeah,
but it's
strong.
so funny. He did this before. So this other dude.
He did this before. No, I know that he used to be really disrespectful to women on social
Twitter.
media. Yeah, on Twitter. Yeah.
Now I'm starting to believe it. Like at one point he was trying to. I was a Talib fan, and then
Talib was my shit.
And I was like, okay, maybe
Back in the day, I saw him in MF Doom. In San Antonio. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was at the Sunset Station back in the day.
Dope.
Yeah, it was dope, man. It was dope.
Jealous?
I'm not gonna lie. MF Doom was a little disappointing that night, in my opinion.
He's out of breath.
Yeah.
You
It just
seen
wasn't
him? You
good.
seen
Yeah,
him?
it just wasn't
It's a
good.
mask and a gut.
Yeah, it just
That should have been his last album. The mask and the gut.
No, yeah, it wasn't that great. It wasn't that great, but it was dope seeing him live. I can say I've seen him.
But this dude has been spicy all over his comments. And then the thing is, he never responds to positive things from fans. Like, let's go, bicep emoji,
Can't wait to
whatever.
check this out.
He don't even like it. Only he'll respond if it's a positive comment from a fellow rapper that's equally or more famous. He respond to that.
Yeah.
But if it's some kind of just a
He's
little
only
bit of
sniffing out,
criticism,
yeah.
he just goes.
He
the
chooses
fuck
violence.
off.
He chooses violence. No, I
I
mean,
wonder what that
time.
is. I wonder if that's
that's just
is he
bitterness from never
is
being.
he just small man? Is he just very invested in Luminary? He's like my kids gotta go to college. Please get on Luminary.
The funniest
What
comment.
is it?
I didn't make enough money in hip hop. Please, nobody buys my shit.
The funniest comment I saw that he did not address, it was like, relax, man. We really only here for Mos Def. He didn't even respond to that.
Yeah,
It was that's the one that probably hurt.
It's like you're the big boy here. All right, you're not Andre. Okay,
Right.
Not to say Big Boy isn't good, but Andre's Andre.
know who we here for.
Yeah, we know who we here for.
Yeah, you know who we came to see.
I mean, that album will always be one of the most played albums that I've ever listened to in my life.
Which one?
Black Star.
Yeah.
But just like that, Kanye West's College Dropout was formative for me growing up. I used to listen to that on repeat. It's probably the most listened to album of my life. Both those guys are tripping, they're both doing too much right now. Yeah. So, it is what it is. Just because you don't like the artist doesn't mean you can't like the art. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I watched the Cosby Show the other day.
Yeah. Oh,
Good show, man.
No,
Holds up.
Yeah.
Season 2, watch it.
Okay, I'll check it
Good
out.
shit, man.
I'll do that. All right, so for my second topic.
Oh, did that make it weird?
No. This is a good segue. That was good. So, have you guys heard about this height surgery?
Yeah, where they break your legs,
bro,
incrementally.
Yes, it's like a retainer.
Increments of time.
I feel like I've heard of it.
So, but instead of retaining, it stretches.
I thought it was some internet shit.
No, it's real.
No, they break your legs and they stretch them out, and then you got to sit in ice.
A month or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Over a month, you can grow how much?
No. So it takes a while. It's a millimeter a month it's like having your braces tightened. But instead they're stretching your femur out with this alloy thing that they.
So they put something in and then they stretch it,
and they stretch it out. And by the time you're done, you gain 3 inches.
Can you walk?
You need a walker while it's going through the process. So for months, it hurts to walk around and stuff. So it's a huge investment for 3 inches.
Yeah. How tall are y'all?
I'm 6'3". I don't need it.
Yeah, I'm good too.
I'm 5'10".
Yeah, you're
But
good.
you're doing great.
You're above the national average.
Yeah,
so
1 inch
none of us
above.
are struggling. None of us are here struggling.
Yeah, I wish you had a chart. You're
No, 5'9", guys. It's 5'9". No, but so the guy that they were doing the article on went from 5'7" to 5'10", and I feel like that's probably the most valuable. No, I will say I don't think 3 inches anywhere in it is worth it. But if you had to pick a 3-inch range,
I see what
that
you mean.
might be it.
That's-
Like the
that's
5'7" to
huge.
the 5'10" is a game changer. You
I
know what mean?
imagine it probably is.
Yeah.
I would.
Like, for example, height's never been like a huge issue for you dating, right?
Right.
5'7", it becomes an issue.
Yeah.
At 5'7".
I guess I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know the struggle.
Yeah,
but the
we
pain
all
you have to go
height
through.
privilege. Even Brandon over there.
How
has
much is it? Do you know how much it is?
It's $75,000.
For over how much time?
That's it.
It takes. Shit, I might get this shit.
Software
Oh my God.
engineer over here.
And that's
God
that's what I'm gonna say. That's how you know it is a software engineer.
Catch me in 2 years.
I'm not gonna be doing stand up for a while, but I'm gonna take a quick hiatus. No,
Yeah.
no. 75,000, and they said it takes about a year for the process to
Wow.
go all the way,
Then you got to walk.
and then it takes like rehab.
Okay,
of
what
like,
party? Okay, so because if I stand up, my arms are perfectly where my pockets are. So
Yeah.
if would my pockets be lower, or would,
Yeah, your arms
would my
wouldn't
hands be, would my
nothing
hands be able to
nothing
touch?
on your body is stretching except for your femurs.
But that's-
so your arms are going to be a little bit higher than where they are currently.
I think it
not
would be
like your
ob-
arms are going to lengthen.
But like your waist would be like weird, right? So they're only stretching your legs out.
Yeah, they only stretch literally the femur part.
What about your stroke?
What about your stroke?
You know, like your stroke. Like, how would it affect your stroke?
I'm sure those first few months it's a little
Because,
bit.
like, there's a lot of knees involved in stroke, and
Also, I think
it's a whole lot of this area.
there's a lot of
involved.
area.
Also, I
and-
think in reverse cowgirl, like the girl is looking like his feet are oddly far away. I feel like it should be a
something
little
off.
closer.
You want to go reverse cat? Why are they way over there?
Is this a whole
and then
different
she look
body?
back at your head, like the head's in the right spot. But
And then is it just scar? He just it just scars. Baby, I'm sorry. I should have told
she's
you.
just looking at the scars on his leg. Like, did your
fuck,
dick
yeah?
shrink? Like, are you measuring how far it's coming up, or did it grow? Because it didn't grow, because it's past the
No, yeah. There'll be a lot of questions that you
small
need to answer.
dick, feet far away.
What does the incision? Is it obvious? Like, is it like nice and like recovery? You can't even tell. Like, we got to know these
I
questions.
think
before.
I think you just gotta love yourself.
Yeah, that's a better solution.
That is a bit. I don't want to. For me, 75,000 is a lot. I don't know about Gabe over here balling and shit, just flexing on everybody in the room.
If you
That
can't
sounds
handle
pretty
being
fun.
5'7" that much, man, it might be just to the point where you want to like break your legs
Right.
over the course
Break
of 2
your own
years.
shit. Break your own shit. I gotta do something.
I don't know. I think killing myself would be a better option. I would just end it.
No,
Maybe
yeah.
I'll come back taller and in proportion.
Hand
Yes.
proportion.
Yeah.
Girls can reverse cowgirl you without questioning.
You got
it.
questioning things, and then you imagine you get naked. She see you naked. You trying to hide being naked around her because
Why
like
don't you take that $75,000 and go to another country where they're smaller
Yeah.
and find yourself a tiny little 4'10" bitch, and then you're gonna feel like the tallest man in the world. Plus, if
4'10" bitch.
wherever they are, that 75, that's gonna go a long way.
Yeah,
in that
yeah.
poor ass
Smaller
country, get like go to Yemen or some shit. You
no,
know,
I
they
feel
don't
you.
got food over there. They're at a war. They getting bombed left and right. You know, them kids are malnourished. They're small.
I feel like we're 5
And they
years
grow
away.
into women that you can fuck. Now, I want to make that clear. that's what
No,
happens.
so
Little
real-
grown.
I feel like we're only a few years away from like dick enlargement surgery. Like a billionaire died a couple years ago trying to get his dick enlarged. I don't know if y'all heard about that.
I didn't hear about that.
No, yeah, look it up.
Like length or width
I don't know exactly.
or just
I think all around. All
you
around.
had to pick
Brandon, get on it. Was he going for girth or length? No.
If you held the magic wand and you had to pick only one length or girth, which would you pick?
The ladies tell me I need to pick girth, apparently.
Damn. They just tell you that?
No. I'm not saying for me. Oh, shit. I'm not saying for me. I'm doing fine. I'm just saying that
Oh, they
whenever I
wa-
talk
and-
to girls, they say girth matters.
Yeah.
I'm not saying. I'm doing, look.
I'm going with
Me and my dick are like this. I'm doing fine. Okay.
I'm going with length because you can hit it at an angle.
Okay.
So like,
But, I mean, like for example, yeah.
so like, cause like even if your dick ain't wide enough to touch both walls at the same time, if you hit it at an angle, you can massage one and then go to the other side and massage the other. You don't have to. But if you got
All right,
girth,
that's our time on the second time.
I feel like we was just getting. We can return back to
We
the
can
girth-
return back
the
to
girth
girth.
link conversation.
Yeah, we can. This is gonna be overtime for about 5 minutes. We can return to any topic we want at the end. All right, and if you want to talk about the girth over RBG, we totally can.
Good.
prioritize
I
that.
want the same girth and length, just a big head. That's what I want.
I just want to be
mushrooms.
bulbous.
Yeah, I just
I want some bulbous
big
shit.
ass
No.
head.
All right, guys. So you guys ready to start the third round?
Do it.
All right,
because I start. Right?
Yep.
So
On this
let me
one,
find
you're
my,
gonna start. I'm gonna be second, and Tyler's gonna be last. So we're gonna give Gabe a second to look it up real quick. While he's looking it up, is there anything you want to plug, Tyler, for any upcoming events for you at all?
I mean, when's this coming out?
What's that?
When is this coming out?
This is Brandon, when are we gonna have this out around? Would you say?
This will be out in like 2 days,
2
probably.
days.
So Friday.
Okay, cool. Well, I got a show Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
One show. Also, I'm starting a podcast. It's called
Okay.
Tyler is Groce, Groce. You can look that up.
It's a good name.
It's very funny.
Yeah, it's a
And
good name.
I'm starting one. It's just going to be me talking. It's going to be me having guests talking about this, that, and the other.
Okay.
You know, so if you liked me, go
Check
check
it
that
out.
out
Oh, yeah,
and do
check
some
that
more
out.
stuff. I also got a couple of shows. I know I got a show, I think, at Wanderlust on Saturday, Saturday, May 7th
Okay.
at maybe 8:30.
Okay.
And then I'm opening at the Valve on Friday
Oh,
for
okay.
my friend Randy Davis at 8
Okay.
p.m. And then I'm
That's
at a
what's
show
up.
at 10 p.m. also at the Valve. So come check me out.
All right. Sounds good. All right. And then Gabe, anything you want to plug real quick before you do your topic?
Let's see. I was not thinking about plugging
Oh
stuff.
shit, my fault. If you want to do your topic, we can do our topics first and then finish with you.
Yeah,
plugging.
and I come
All
back
right.
to the
All right.
plug.
Sounds good. Go ahead.
So I don't know how much you want to get out of this, but I was thinking about this. I'm over 30,
Yeah.
and I don't know how to roll a blunt, and
Yeah.
I feel like it's too late to learn.
You smoke a lot of weed?
Not really, but I feel like it's a skill I should have.
Yeah. Even like you don't smoke weed, right? You don't.
No.
Yeah, but do you know how to roll a blunt?
I can roll cigarettes.
That's a yes.
It's about the same.
This
right?
is basically the same thing. Yeah. If you
I
can roll
ima-
cigarette,
I imagine, because I feel like cigarettes are probably harder than
I would imagine cigarettes are harder.
Yeah.
Like I've tried and failed a lot of times because I normally live alone, right? So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try it this time, and I'm like, go buy
then you
weed.
just find yourself
and then I go
wasting
buy
weed.
like a cigarillo and I cut it open. I'm glad two come in a pack because
Yeah,
I buy 2 packs and I fuck up 3.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I got enough.
This fourth one, I'm gonna pull it off.
Then I'm pulling. It's just a straw. I'm just sucking in weed, hot weed. I was like, I don't know how to do this at all. And I'm like, I feel silly looking it up on YouTube.
No, yeah, I feel you.
And
So
That's what we do
what
nowadays.
technique are you using? Like when you're trying to, are you rolling like licking the bottom, licking the top? Like what are we talking about here?
Well,
Licking both?
Don't you do
Like-
this? Don't you go like, and then don't you put it the whole thing in? And
No,
you look
I
up?
don't, that's not my technique.
Haven't I seen that on TV?
you don't even roll.
Nah.
You just put it all the way in. Get it out. You look the sides first.
I know I've seen
Break
it.
them walls down.
At an angle.
And they give it to their friend. They give it to their. Oh, that's a good one.
But yeah, I mean, I've tried it with like the reason I would buy the cigarillos and cut them because they already curved and
No, yeah.
and I
Well,
would
what
just,
you need to do, one thing that really helps is getting a gar splitter at any head shop. It's
Oh,
like a
okay.
little circular thing. I'll show you out there. Brandon has one. You just basically push your cigarillo through it, and it, like when you pull it through, it slices it down one side. And you just pull it open, and then just gut it out. It's really nice.
Do you?
It makes it really easy.
You never had no big brother, older cousin
I mean,
The
I've
one
had-
that
to
loved
walk
you?
you
I mean,
down
I've
this
had
path?
friends. I watched it. I tried to do it. It just.
He just always had somebody rolling for him, so
It's
he
just
never
that,
saw like
like a
what was the
bad
use.
bitch. Like I'm just like, just roll it. I'll smoke. Yeah, but I'm never doing it. I'm never doing it.
No, yeah.
Right,
Okay. A
So
life I'm not familiar with. It must be nice. Must
Yeah.
be nice.
Yeah.
I'm always the one rolling. I must be an ugly bitch. It's fine. It's fine.
No, you just the provider.
I'm a provider. That's perspective.
You're a provider, man. 'Cause I learned to roll cigarettes from my brother because it was a very like familial thing. Because I remember we traveled he's a traveler, so we traveled around Europe. It was our
Yeah.
first trip, like 2 adult brothers traveling together.
Yeah.
And it's like at the beginning of the trip, I would try, and he would be like, "Give me that shit, you stupid motherfucker!" And he would roll that shit for me, give it to me.
How
and
much older is he than you?
2.5 years older than
2.5
me, so
years?
I'd
Okay.
smoke and feel bad about myself because I couldn't do it. And then by the
I
end of
ain't
the
shit.
by the end of the trip, I got it, and I could roll it. But by the end of the trip, we had bonded so well that he would be like, "Hey man, I'll still roll it for you. Man.
Yeah,
I know you can do it, but
This is love.
yeah, it
Hey,
became
you know what? That's your problem. You got too many people in your life that love you. That's
that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's
You
never
the
have to roll-
opposite. Yeah, they actually do.
Yeah.
So like, don't worry about it. You can't do it. It's gonna
Yeah,
take
we're
too long.
gonna, and then you're gonna roll a shitty blunt that nobody can hit.
Yeah,
so.
we don't want you to be embarrassed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I will say, like, how do you smoke like most days, or?
Don't really smoke that often, so I
Okay,
don't
then
really
that's
need
probably
the
why.
skill.
Yeah,
so
yeah, exactly. Like it's
Yeah.
kind of like
What do you smoke?
if it's like an oil change situation, you know, like why would you have the skill anyway? You know, if you're not doing it but so often.
Yeah.
If you were smoking every
Yeah.
single day type shit, then it's like, what are you doing with your life? But
yeah, I mean, but when I would, knowing that I would do it from time to time, I just bought a pipe.
yeah, and it's
So,
always easier on a pipe.
pipe,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I just did it that way.
Yeah.
One time I went and got this cheap looking pipe looked like a crack pipe. And I was like, yeah, I shouldn't have bought this.
Yeah.
It was like $5. I was like, you know
Isn't
what?
it-
But I'm gonna do it alone.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
still, though, I feel so bad. Like I was like, I can't have this.
Yeah.
Don't they? Have you ever? I've heard about them on the TV or whatever. Like the little flowers they sell in the crack pipes. Have y'all ever seen? Is that real?
Wait,
Little
what?
flowers.
Like they sell crack pipes at convenience stores, but they can't sell a crack pipe, so they put a flower in it, and they're like, "Do you want a flower encased in glass?"
No, I've never seen that.
I
never
feel like I've
seen
heard
that.
of that at
Oh
some
no,
point.
that's
I
what's
don't-
up. No, that
I mean,
sounds
you
like
know.
a beautiful pipe though.
I think it's I think it's
Vase.
It does the job.
Beautiful vase.
Vase.
Yeah, I think that's like the idea. You know?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, they have like an actual. I thought you meant like
They're
it was like a
called
design.
Ivan roses is what it's saying on
okay.
here. If you look, sorry, I'll kind of fucking
Okay.
move, but you can see they're just these glass things that he was saying. There's a flower in them and shit.
Okay.
But then
Yeah.
then you pull it out, it's a pipe.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's 100% just a crack.
It's like how no one.
It's a crack pipe.
It's like how no one smokes Swishers. Like no one's ever been
No,
like, "Hey, let me get a."
if you look, if
Exactly.
you smoked
Yeah,
a Swisher,
yeah.
you got a body on your record. I don't give
There's
a fuck
something
what
wrong
anyone
with you.
says. Yeah,
Yeah.
like that shit is. All right, 5 minutes. Now it's my turn for my topic. All right,
just
no
calm it down so
segue.
we
Yeah,
get
there's
to
no
talk.
segue. All right, so real quick,
good
we
format.
all thank you. So we've all heard about the whole Amber Heard and Johnny Depp situation.
Yes.
So my
Yeah.
question to you guys is: have you guys ever had a crazy ex do anything just over the top to you guys?
Nothing that's gonna put me in court, but you know, I've dated some crazies.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay.
You got any crazies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
And so no stories y'all want to tell on the podcast?
Oh, I'll tell a story. I felt like I've been taking up some space.
No, you're good. You're good.
I wanted to give some space to other people.
I'm trying to decide if I want to actually tell it.
Now we gotta hear it.
It was no one I love, so.
Yeah. So you could just tell that shit.
Mhm.
I mean, it's not really. It was crazy for the time. It was back in college.
Okay.
If I tell it like, if I tell it backwards, it ends with me going to university police over it. But
Gabe got the memento stories. He's like, he starts with the end and goes backwards.
but it started with
That's production value, right?
like we weren't like she was an ex at the time. She was an ex at the time. We weren't together. I was seeing somebody new.
That was the problem.
She
Go
didn't
on.
take it. She didn't take too kindly to it. So she was like, "All right, yeah." I don't know the motives behind it, but I do know like it resulted in her coming over one night. She tried calling me to talk or whatever, and I answered the phone because I was like, "What's up?" And then she was like, "Can we talk?" And I was like, "What's up?" And then she wanted to talk in person. I was like, "That can't happen." At the time, my new girlfriend at that moment was at my place, and she was doing like a magic trick on. I don't know if you remember, like you could go online, like before smartphones and everything, you could just
Yeah.
Google online magic trick, and then you could go to a web page, and it would do a magic trick for you. Like
Okay.
it was weak, it was lame, but like
No, I don't remember this.
yeah, like you could go. You probably still can. You can Google online magic tricks, and it would be like a card trick.
Okay.
And
Okay.
whatever card you pick will always be missing,
Oh, okay.
and that's the trick.
Okay.
Oh,
So
I
you
know.
need to figure it
know.
out.
I know how that trick works.
Yeah. Like it's a weak trick,
Stupid, yeah.
but the trick ended while she was on the phone, and girlfriend who was on the computer was like, it made a sound. She was like, "You got a bitch over there," right? And then
But
I
this
was
was your
like,
ex on
Yeah,
the
she-
phone.
on the
with
phone,
you.
yeah.
So
She
she
was on the
shouldn't
phone.
be.
So
She shouldn't care if there's a bitch over there.
right.
Right.
Which is strong language, It's like you don't have
That's my
the
girl.
you don't have the position to say that kind of thing. So we laugh about it now, but like at the time it was like, whoa. She hung up the phone. Maybe about 5 minutes later, she was banging on my window, like, "I know you got in now, whatever." I was like, let me tell you what's happening. And so I had to put my girlfriend at the time aside. Let me tell you what's happening. Da 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 da. I told the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then it didn't stop. So she was like banging on the front door until about midnight.
She actually came over.
She called
Yeah.
my RA because we was living on campus. She called
So
my
you're
RA
not allowed to have girls over technically or something?
and
or?
said that I had something that belonged to her, and I guess her heart. No, she said I had something that belonged to her. It was so lame. She said,
I was gonna say it if you didn't say it.
yeah, it was so corny, but yeah,
Yeah.
she said I had something that belonged to her, and my RA called me. She was like, Do you?
Yeah.
I was like, no, because it was like 12 after
Yeah.
midnight. She was like, well, if this girl calls me again, I'm calling the police. That's not when the police got involved. They got involved the next morning when I went outside to my car, and she had flipped my windshield wipers up. She had put like a Mundo, one of those plastic juice bottle things on my hood, and stole my antenna. Which is still funny to me to this
What's
day.
a plastic juice? What?
You know those juices that
Just
would come like
juice?
6 in a pack?
Yeah.
It would be like
So
those
she just-
plastic bottles that you just take the cap off and chug it.
Yeah,
she just-
like the little
so
like
she's
barrel
put-
juices.
She just put the bottle
So
on.
she just put trash on your car.
She just put trash in my car and stole my antenna. And
You ain't gonna have no
so
goddamn
funny.
radio.
you don't have no music.
Yeah, try listening.
Nigga. And so I was like, I need to get my antenna back. So I went over there asking for it. She was like, I'm not gonna get. She was sitting over there looking all evil with her legs crossed on the couch, smoking a clove cigarette, those old clove cigarettes. And I was like, can I have my antenna back? I asked like twice. She said no both times. I was like, all right, cool. Then I went to University Police. I was like, I need to get my antenna back.
Yeah, this bitch ain't
So
winning.
you called it on her.
Yeah.
Did you get your antenna back?
Yeah. So the police didn't have to come out. They called the lady over the dorms and
Okay.
then and they
So
was
you're
like,
gonna have to be quick on yours. What was the crazy?
sorry, I fucked up.
No, you're
Oh,
good. You're good.
no, it's
that was
fine.
a good story.
I was fucking with a girl, and then it didn't end well. And then like a month later, she texted me just a picture of a pregnancy test. And she was like, "Look at this," and I was
Yeah.
like, "I'd never seen I had to Google it. And I was like, "Oh, it says it's not pregnant." And I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you texting me that shit out of nowhere? That
Yeah.
you not pregnant?
No,
as if I
yeah.
would be,
Like-
as if I need to know that,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
as if
yeah.
I would be happy to see a pregnancy test out of context."
No, yeah, that's
That's
That's creepy.
fine.
And then she had the nerve, she had the nerve to be like, you know what, your problem. She was mad at me for me calling. I was like, you shouldn't be doing that. I'm like,
Yeah.
just so you know, you don't do
there's
that.
no
to
reason to
people.
contact me about that. Yeah.
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 You could just say hello. How are you? You could. That's perfectly fine.
No, for sure. So my twin has I gotta finish this up in like the next 30 seconds. But basically, long story short, my brother was playing a girl. He was talking to 2 girls at once. She found out, and this is back when he was in college. He's not embarrassed by the story. I could tell it. But basically, she went to his place when he wasn't there because his dumbass gave her a key, and she like put bleach on some of his clothes, and she like poured like bleach down like his hard drive and shit. Yeah, and it was not good. So that's the craziest I've heard of. Yeah.
That
That's
takes
fucked
that
up
takes the
shit.
cake.
Yeah, that's some fucked up shit. All right, so what's your last topic, Tyler?
My last topic is, I already know it. Christian Smalls. Do y'all know him?
No.
Christian Smalls. He's the
son of Biggie Smalls?
No. He's the guy who led the labor movement that got those
Amazon workers. Yeah.
That got them
Thanks for going to
unionized.
space because down here we were working on a union. Or whatever.
Yeah, that dude.
He looks like he's
Do y'all know that?
blooded.
Huh?
He looks like a blood and shit.
He looks dope
Gangster.
as fuck. Oh my god, he looks so fucking cool. And that's the thing. So it's like, you know, if you don't know, I don't know who knows. Do you know anything about it? So there was Amazon. Christian Smalls, he was like a supervisor working at the Amazon factory. And he was like, yo, y'all ain't treating us right.
Yeah.
It's COVID. No one's protecting anybody. Y'all don't give a fuck. We're going to do a walkout. So they do a walkout. They fire Christian Smalls. And they said, you know what? Look at this nigga. This nigga got a grill. He got chains. He clearly stupid.
Yeah, we'll get rid of him.
Let's make him the face of the union because he can't even talk.
Yeah.
He can barely think.
Right.
And then 2 years later, boom, he's the first person. He leads
The
the
first person to
effort.
successfully make a union
Yeah,
under Amazon.
with Amazon. Yeah, which is a huge deal. And now he's like a national.
It's
He's
the
in the
first
national
domino,
spotlight.
basically,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's like in the national spotlight now.
Oh,
And
okay.
and so he's going around. He's like, we're not stopping here. We're going from factory to factory.
He's like, there's a
store
vote
to
in DC
store.
on this week and shit.
Yeah, he's like, and he's going around all the major. He's going CNN, MSNBC. He's going on Fox. He's
This is
going
why you don't
everywhere.
judge books.
and so he's a national figure now that is a symbol of working class unity coming together to fight these giant mega corporations, and that if you try you can win. And this is like, you know, potentially the start of this grand working class movement that's really powerful and strong and good.
Yeah.
And he's on all of these major news stations, and he is just dressing like a fucking hood ass nigga the whole time.
Good for
he's
him.
true to
Oh
himself.
my god,
He's
I
true to
love
himself.
it.
Yeah,
He's
He
true to
really
himself.
is.
for
He's
him,
like,
yeah.
oh, I'm going on TV. Let me get my good grill. And then he puts that shit in, and he wears his hoodie, and he's like, got his Janes, and he's just like, yeah, you know,
You
we're
got
doing
his Jinko jeans on.
I mean,
ready.
dude, he is, and it's like. He's not. I don't know who's working
Well,
with
so
him,
one of my-
but
real
he's
quick.
not doing no suits.
So
he's
real
not
quick,
doing nothing.
One of my
He's just,
favorite quotes that I've ever heard was from Van Lathan, and he says, like, basically, he's like, never straighten up your posture for someone that's afraid of you because of your height. And it's kind of like an analogy to, like, whenever, for example, like when Will Smith went on stage and slapped Chris Rock in the face, everyone's like, that makes black people look bad, and da-da-da-da. And it's like, whoa. If you see that, and that affects your opinion of, like, black people in general, that's a tell on you and your biases towards black people. So, like, for example, like, we've all probably done this. You, like, have your music blasting. You get to a neighborhood, you turn it down because you don't want to make people uncomfortable type shit. It's like, don't worry about that. If they're gonna be fucking,
Right.
just
Yeah.
be you, and that's what he is. He's genuinely himself. Like
he is. And
even after doing making it successful, some people like you get a PR from like you need to button it up a little bit. Your image
Yeah.
is.
No,
he's
he's
like
not.
nah, I'm
I mean,
good.
I don't know. I've never been.
I think he's on coding half the.
No, he's not. I've never been a grill person, but like he just wears no one wears grills on TV.
Yeah.
And he like used
Unless
to,
they're Paul Wall. Like, you know?
exactly. Like, no one wears
Yeah.
grills anymore, but he's just there with a hoodie and like.
I didn't even know they had grills in New
3-4
York
chains.
like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't know.
I thought it was more of a
Wearing
Houston
grill.
thing.
And
but-
he's just up there like, yeah, we're going around, we're going to unions, we're working, we're trying to do this. We're the revolution. We're going to show people that we can unionize. We're just going to make it happen. He goes on Fox News and they're like, don't you hate the progressive left? And he's like, we don't got no hate towards them. We just want their help to push towards he's
well
so
spoken. Yeah.
He's so well spoken, so hyper focused on getting the shit that he needs to get done.
Yeah.
And he looks like a fucking G doing it, and I love it.
Good. It's good, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I
the
love him.
image.
I love him.
One for Christian Smalls.
Hey.
Christian Smalls.
Before they kill him, they gonna kill him. And he's doing this. They gonna kill this motherfucker. He need to
Before they kill
he need
him,
to be careful, man.
Amazon got the money to do it. You know?
I'm gonna
It's like,
tell my
where is
mom-
Christian
I'm gonna tell
Smalls?
my mom, I'm like, get another picture frame for next to Barack and Martin Luther King because they got Christian.
All right, guys, that was a lot of fun. I appreciate you guys doing the podcast with me. Before we leave, we're gonna have Gabe plug some of his stuff. Was there any of the shows that you wanted to mention that you have coming up, or anything that you're gonna be on, like podcast wise, that you want to talk about?
Oh yeah, I'll be doing hip hop bingo. Doing that show. It's just me. I'm the comedian on the show. This coming.
Where's it at?
It's at Native
Okay.
Hostel. It's Sunday, May 22nd. The event starts at 4.
All right.
Yeah, so come on out. You gotta buy tickets for it, but
Right.
just Google Hip Hop Bingo. It comes up.
All right.
Hip Hop
sounds good.
Bingo Austin, and it
Okay.
comes up. I don't have the website ready, but
No,
you know.
I feel you. That
And
sounds good.
yeah, buy tickets, come out. It's the West Coast edition. So
Okay.
basically, get a bingo card.
Da-
It's
da-
electronic.
da-
It's on your
da- da-
phone,
da- da- da.
and then they call out like the artist or whatever.
What do
and
you
if
do? Are
get-
you doing a set?
I'm doing a set.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
And maybe like a 10, 15 minute set. 15
Right.
minutes, I think. And but you get a bingo card. It's through like some web address on your phone, and then you can like select the card. If you get bingo, then there's a bonus round, especially if there's more than one bingo. It's a bonus round, and then there's no telling what that game might be. You may
Okay.
have to do like a lip sync battle.
Okay.
You may have to do trivia.
Okay.
Who knows?
Sounds like a good time. Sounds
Yeah,
like a
but
good
it's
time.
fun. It's super dope. So
All right.
everybody should come out.
All right. Sounds good. All right, guys. Again, thank you for listening to the podcast, Tidbits and Randomness. Thank you, Brandon, for producing the show. And as usual, look forward to the next one with you guys. Have a good day, evening, whatever time you're listening to this. Thank you. All right. Cut it.
This has been a Your Last Resort production.